Hello, my name is Chase Munsey, a resident BFA candidate at Western Washington University. I'm going to spend a little bit of time today showing you some of my former work and talking about some of the ambitions I'd like to explore while here at the program. Um, Starting with a segment of a larger piece titled Mona, which is a book of writing and photography, reportage on San Francisco and Carmel, and down in the Bay Area. Very romantic. There's a lot of beautiful ivory light that accompanies this work. Very close to my heart. Next is a photograph in Berlin of a portrait, a studio portrait of something in bronze, working with the form and composition in a stylistic way. I want to mention that all of my photography is an analog 35 millimeter. Here we have another photo from Berlin, twins at the wall, focusing on kind of contributing to my culture, being in an existence at the same time as a lot of things are happening and contributing to the time I'm working, being present in the moment. Here's a collection from Ephemeral, which is a small series I've made in color, mostly reporting on the ephemeral nature of the human form and the human existence. These are small portraits taken from that collection of work. Um, Moving on, I have something here called I'm Still Here at Chelsea's Place. This is a large series of kind of historical archival works that have affected me negatively, that are hard to use, hard to look at, and I've overlaid a color filter of yellow, a disarming, disengaging effect. This is a series called L'Acrobat. It's a motion study, like Muybridge, focusing on the form of the human body in motion, in transition, how it acts and looks still versus how it looks suspended and segmented and distorted. This is another piece from Mona, the San Francisco-based piece. These are images I titled Pythonic Motorways, and it's accompanied by a short prose story that I think is very sweet as well. These are more sculptural works. They're architectural, but they're moving into form. They're sculptural. They bend light. There's absence of light and form. Same with this. This is a piece of work from a book called Rialto, which is very large set of photography and very large amount of pages written towards Tacoma. It's a collaboration piece, and it's very gritty. It's real and natural. It's the exploration of life between two artists. More into my documentary photography, this is a few works taken from my album Prados. It's a Vegas-based piece, and these are just glimpses into the life of Vegas that I've just manifested my way into, and luckily enough, I had a camera there to document my experience. Speaking of documenting experience, this album's called Documenting Experience. These are receipts from my history. I keep everything as an artist does, a collector. These are mementos. I've memorialized my time spent, and I've immortalized the receipt as an artifact in this series. These are some images from Paris, part of a uh, larger series done in Paris. These are studies for a bullfight. I don't know if you know Francis Bacon or Satie or Rembrandt. I'm contributing to this image of a slaughtered calf. Okay. Moving on, still working in Paris here. This is from an album called Bruit, which is noise in French, and it's perfect title for the images I've conjured. This is the construction de la Tour Eiffel, the construction of the Eiffel Tower during a storm and showing its skeletal visibility. Okay, we're moving out of photography for a moment. These are some prints I've made. These are collage pieces cut and painted cardboard on paper, laminated and glued. Focusing on form again, studying Albers and Calder and trying to assimilate this idea of composition. Okay, moving into some of my performance art. This is done in a live studio with a few viewers. Not many people knew about it. Engagement with the latter. It's a performance on confusion. At the time, I was going through a really confusing period, and I thought this would be okay. Moving on. What to wear when ordering a drink. This is a short film I made. It's a comedy noir. It's very funny. I encourage you to go on my website and watch it. It's hilarious. I'm mocking the melodramatic French noir kind of cinematography, but having a lot to say. In the meantime, okay, Laminar is a more recent piece that means a lot to me. Laminar is the motion without motion. It's kind of hurrying nowhere. These images are captured in Holga 120 film, kind of narrate the sentiment of stagnicity. They're romantic to me. Okay, now we're in the sculpture. These are some of my ceramic pieces. These are large, heavy pieces. They're completely hollow. Um, these next few, I'll take my time here. These next few images, they come from a series of X-rays I've gotten back from a disease I was diagnosed with called achalasia. It's collapse, the collapsing and the paralysis of the esophagus makes it very difficult to eat and drink. It will plague me the rest of my life, but these are kind of reflections on the human body and its interaction with the world and how things can change your perception on your ephemerality and your existence, your permanence. And these are pieces of work that, to me, answered a lot of questions and spoke to me in a way that I can understand a bit better my permanence, a bit better my experience with the physical world, our relationship, the conversation. I'm commenting here on with these pieces on my own personal history, a small history that just pertains to me and in my interaction with my world. These are sculptures that kind of help me inform that journey. Okay, I'm out of time. Bye.